McLaren left Qatar with more questions than answers, and team boss Andrea Stella didn't shy away from admitting it. After a weekend that began with dominance and confidence, McLaren walked away knowing they had misjudged a crucial part of their strategy, and now, an internal review is already underway. The story of the weekend started strong. Oscar Piastri took sprint pole and the sprint win, then lined up on Sunday's grid in first place, with teammate and title rival Lando Norris right beside him. McLaren looked unstoppable. But as soon as the lights went out in the Grand Prix, things shifted. Max Verstappen made an immediate move, passing Norris into the first corner and breaking McLaren's early momentum. The turning point came even earlier than expected. On lap 7, a safety car was deployed after contact between Nico Hülkenberg and Pierre Gasly. Almost the entire grid dove into the pits for fresh tires. But McLaren kept both drivers out, believing that flexibility later in the race would outweigh the short-term gain of pitting under the safety car. With Pirelli's mandated 25-lap maximum per tire set, most drivers would be forced to pit again on lap 32, but McLaren hoped their track position would give them options. Instead, it did the opposite. Verstappen built a strong gap, and the McLaren pair eventually lost roughly the same amount of time that they would have saved under the safety car. By the final laps, Verstappen was comfortably ahead, and Piastri was forced to settle for second, leaving McLaren frustrated by what could have been a straightforward victory. Stella explained that the team will take a hard look at the decision-making process, evaluating whether internal bias or flawed assumptions led them down the wrong path. He emphasized that the review will be analytical and constructive, much like the one after the Las Vegas Grand Prix, where both cars were disqualified for excessive plank wear. According to Stella, McLaren's commitment to a no-blame culture helped them rebound strongly in Qatar before strategy got in the way again. Stella acknowledged that McLaren's season has had its turbulent moments. From Norris's crash with Piastri in Canada to their collision in the US sprint and the double disqualification in Vegas, the team has stumbled more than once. But he insists this is part of the ebb and flow of a long, intense season. What matters now, he says, is precision. With the championship still in reach and Verstappen's dominance hanging over the paddock, McLaren knows they must execute flawless weekends. And as the Abu Dhabi finale approaches, Stella is confident the team will respond with strength, determination, and a renewed focus on every detail.